Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Mathematics A Paper 1HR 4MA1/1HR November 2020. This is Pearson Edexcel GCSE paper. Let us go through question number 1. Question number 1 says show that this one is equal to this. We have to prove. So for that one we can shift this. Basically we can use calculator also for this, and 3 whole, shift this we can use shift with this button, and this will be 3 whole 3 over 4, and this is equal to 15 by 4. 15 by 4, or what you can do, you can multiply this with this and add this, so it will be 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 3 will be 15. So you can use this method, or you can use the calculator method which I have explained you. 15 by 4 multiply by 7 by 9, and this is our left hand side, and further we can simplify this, cancel. 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15, and this will be 5 7s are 35 over, this will be 12, and 35 over 12 you can divide by this, and this will be giving, if we check the mixed fraction, it will be 2 whole 11 by 12. 2 whole 11 by 12, and this will be our final answer, which is equal to right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. This will be our proof. Now, using ruler and compasses only, construct the bisector of angle ABC. You must show all your working. So what we have to do, basically, we have to make arc with the help of compass. You will be putting your compass at this location at B and making an arc of, like, for example, this much arc. If I draw properly, so this much arc. Now place your compass over here and make another arc. This will be like this one, and then place your compass over here and make another arc, and this one will be like this, and then draw the angle bisector. So I'm drawing roughly because this is on screen, so this is what how, and this angle, keep in mind, this angle should be equal to this angle. This is angle bisector which we have drawn. Then question number 3 says simplify this expression. We have to simplify, and for that one we know if bases are same and they are being multiplied, their powers will be added. So we can write this as h raised power 7 plus 2, which is equal to h raised power 9, and h raised power 9 will be our final answer. Then B part, this equation is provided, find the value of G when C is equal to -5. So we will replace this one. G is equal to C value is -5, so -5 square minus 4 into -5. We have replaced this value in this equation, and now we can use calculator to solve this. So -5 squared and minus 4 in brackets -5, and this will be equal to 45, and 45 will be final answer for G value. Now C part, we have to solve this algebraic equation, show clear algebraic working also. So we can cross multiply, so we can write over 1 and cross multiply. So it will be 5x minus 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 4 into 2x plus 3. We can open the bracket, so 5x minus 3 will be equal to 8x plus 12. 4 into 2 will be 8, and 4 into 3 will be 12. Now we can shift these terms to the other side, and This will be giving us 8x plus 12 minus 5x and plus 3 is equal to 0. This implies 8 minus 5 will be 3, so 3x and plus 15 is equal to 0, 3x is equal to 15 and x is equal to 5 minus 15 basically, because we have shifted plus 15 to other side. So x value is equal to minus 5. This will be our answer. 3-mark question, very easy basically. And question number 4, the table shows gives information about the length of time in minutes that each of 60 students took to travel to school on Monday, and they have given length of time in minutes and the frequency also. And we can check for the, basically they are saying write down the model class for this A part. Model class will be which one? Model class will be having maximum frequency, and this class is having maximum frequency 25. So our answer will be this model class. T is greater than 30 and less than equal to 40. This will be 1-mark model class question. No working required. Now B part, work out an estimate for the mean length of time by these 60 students to travel to school on Monday. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. So 1 decimal place we have to provide answer. For that one, what we will do, we know mean value is equal to, mean formula is sigma fx divided by sigma f. So this is equal to mean. This formula we will be applying. For that one we require, this is our f value. This is our f value. We will find x value. X value will be mid of this one, these ranges. So mid of 0 to 10 will be 0 plus 10 divided by 2 will be 5. And similarly mid of 10 and 20 will be 15, mid of 20 and 30 will be 25, and then mid of 30 and 40 will be 35, mid of 40 and 50 will be 45. Now we can find sigma fx, basically fx first we can find. Fx will be here. So f is 4, 4 multiplied by 5, 10 multiplied by 15, and 15 multiplied by 25. Similarly, 25 multiplied by 35 and 6 multiplied by 45. 6 multiplied by 45. So this is our fx value. Now we can write these values in the format to check the mean. So mean will be equal to, we will write down 4, first value is 4 multiplied by 5 plus 10 multiplied by 15 plus 15 multiplied by 25 plus 25 multiplied by 35, and last value is 6 multiplied by 45, and this will be divided by sigma f, and sigma f is what? Sigma f is provided 60 students, right? So this will be divided by 60. This will be our mean value which we can calculate, and this is lengthier calculation. We'll have to be careful. So fraction, 4 multiplied by 5, first one, plus next is 10 multiplied by 15, and next is 15 multiplied by 25, 15 multiplied by 25, and next value is 25 multiplied by 35. 25 multiplied by 35, and next value is 6 multiplied by 45. 6 multiplied by 45 and divided by 60, and this is equal to 28.16 recurring. So 28.16 recurring. So what we can round because we have to provide up to one decimal place. So this will be 28.2, and this will be the mean value. These are minutes, so 28.2. This will be our final answer for this question. Now question number 5. Question number 5 says in 2017 the population of a village was this much, 19 population was this much. So work out the percentage increase in the population of the village from 17 to 19. So first of all we need to find the increase, then we will find the percentage increase. So increase is this value minus this value, so this will be the increase, and we can check with the calculator. 8265 minus 7500 is equal to 765. Now this is increase against this number, so now we will calculate percentage increase, and percentage increase will be 765 divided by 7500 multiply by 100 for percentage, and this will be, we can take the fraction 76500 and divided by 7500 is equal to 10.2%. So 10.2%, this will be answer, sorry, 10.2%, this will be final answer. Now B part, in a scale normal price, in a sale normal prices are reduced by 30%. The sale price of a t-shirt was 31.50, and work out the normal price of the t-shirt. Reverse percentage question are more popular in past papers, so you will have to practice reverse percentage questions as much as you can. So X we can take as original amount, and there is a reduction of 30%, so we can write 100 minus 30 because 30% decrease over divided by 100, and then we can equalize it to the new amount, which is 31.50, and now we can shift this term to other side of equality, and we will get X is equal to 31.50, and this will be multiplied by 100 and divided by 100 minus 30, and rest of the thing is just calculation. 31.50 and multiply by fraction. Wait, what we are doing? Okay, 31.50 multiply by fraction, and this will be 100 over 100 minus 30, and this will be equal to 45. So this will be the original amount will be 45. Original price was 45 euros, and now reduced price is 31.50 euro, and this reduction is 30% reduction. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Now we can move to question number 6. Question number 6 is very easy. Point A has coordinates this one, point B has coordinates this one, midpoint of A and B are has coordinates this one. Find the value of A and the value of B. So we can consider like 2 points like this one. So A is let A is this one, which is minus 3 and 11, and B is this point which is given as 47 and B, and midpoint M we can take like this one. So M, they are saying M is having coordinates of A and minus 19. So we have to find the value of A and B. For that one, what we can do, midpoint of A and B, we can write it will be what, X coordinate minus 3 plus X coordinate of B, which is 47, and divided by 2. This will be the X value. This is for M. We are writing M by use of point A and B coordinates. So second Y value will be 11 and plus B and 11 plus B, and this will be divided by 2 also, and this one. Now what we can do, we can write down basically minus this 47 minus 3 will be what? 47 minus 3 will minus 3 plus 47 is divided by 2 will be equal to, we can use calculator and easier calculations also I'm doing with the calculator so that you should not be in trouble. So this is 22 and the second value is basically so what we can do, we can write this as 22 will be x coordinate, which is a, so a value is 22 which we found because this is a, so a is this value which we found as 22. Now the second value is what? Second value we can take is 11 plus b over 2. 11 plus b over 2 is equal to minus 19, and this will be what we can calculate. B will be equal to minus 19 into 2, and this will be uh, 11. When we shift 11 it will be minus 11, and this will be what? This will be minus 19 multiplied by 2 and minus 11, and this will be equal to minus 49. So b value is equal to minus 49. This will be minus 49. Question number 7. Question number 7 gives the information about these people. Prado drove from this location to this one in 2 hours and 42 minutes. He drove at an average speed of this one. Jane drove the same distance, same route. Journey took 3 hours. Work out Jane's average speed for the journey. So main point which we have to keep in mind is this is 2 hours 42 minutes which we need in hours, and because speed is 90 kilometer per hour, and this is also in terms of hours, so we have to change this number into hours, and we know that speed is equal to distance over time, and speed is what? Speed is given 90 kilometers 90 kilometers per hour, and distance we need to find, and the time is 2 hours and 42 minutes. So 2 hours and 42 minutes we can convert into this one, so this will be 2.7. So we will write here 2.7. We have converted 2 hours and 42 minutes into decimal value by the help of calculator, and we got 2.7. Then now we can shift 2.7 to other side, so d value will be equal to 2.7 into 90, and this will be the distance, which is equal to 2.7 multiplied by 90 will be equal to this value will be 243 kilometers. 243 kilometers. So this is basically the distance which we calculated for this first journey. Now we can calculate this one speed for the second journey, which is 243 distance, and distance will be divided by time, which is 3 hours, and this will be equal to, divided by 3 is equal to this will be 80 1 kilometer, 81 kilometers per hour. This will be our final answer which we can provide over here, 81 kilometer per hour. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything. Now question number 8. Question number 8 says Harold bought an antique clock for this many pound and clock increased in value 8% per year. After 3 years, we have to calculate the um, price value basically of that one. So we will be using compound interest formula. So amount will be equal to, for appreciation, for increase we are using plus over here, otherwise we will be using negative for depreciation or decrease. So r over 100 raised to the power t, and in this formula we will replace the values. And so amount is equal to principal amount is what? Principal amount is 1200. So 1200 into 1 plus rate is 8%. So 8 over 100, and time duration is 3 years. So this will be equal to 1200 into 1 plus 8 over 100, and this will be raised to the power 3 or cube, and this will be equal to 1511.6544, and we have to provide answer correct to the nearest pound. So we have to remove the decimal, so it will be 1512. This will be the answer which will provide. This will be pounds. We are done with this question. Now we can move to question number 9. A box is put on a horizontal table. The face of the box is in contact with the table. Is a square of side 1.5 centimeter. So square of side 1.5 centimeter, like roughly if we draw a square, so one side is 1.5 meters and this side is also 1.5 meters. So area will be 1.5 into 1.5, and this will be equal to, this will be 1.5 multiplied by 1.5 will be equal to 2.25 meters square. So this will be area of this rectangle which we have found. Now we will be going ahead with the calculation. The pressure on the table due to box is this much. So pressure value of P, they have given this one. Now work out the force exerted. So F value we need to find, and the formula they have provided for us. So pressure is equal to given 34.8 will be equal to force, and this one will be divided by the area which is 2.25 we have calculated. So force will be equal to 34.8 multiplied by 2.25, and this one will be equal to 2.25 is already there, so multiply by 34.8, and this will be equal to 78.3. This will be newtons, will be the force, so we can write here 78.3 newtons. This will be answer. Question number 10. Question number 10 says Alex makes 80 cakes. So 80 cakes are made. He makes chocolate cakes, lemon cakes, and fruit cakes, where number of chocolate cakes, lemon cakes, fruit cakes ratio is this one. Now what we can do? We can calculate the number of cakes. At this stage 80 are the total cakes, so chocolate cakes are 3 out of what? If we take the sum, so we can write here sum will be equal to 3 plus 2 plus 5, which is equal to 10. So sum of ratios is 10, so chocolate is 3, so 3 divided by 10 and multiply by 80 will be equal to, this will be equal to 3 divided by 10 and multiply by 80, this will be equal to 24. So chocolate cakes are 24. Now we can calculate the lemon cake. Lemon is ratio is 2, so it will be 2 over 10 multiplied by 80, and this will be equal to, we can cancel this to 10 and 88, so 8 into 2 will be 16, so this will be 16 cakes. Similarly, we can calculate the fruit cakes also, which is 5, ratio is 5, so 5 over 10 into 80, and this will be equal to 48.5. Now these are the number of cakes: 24 chocolate cakes, 16 lemon cakes, and 40 fruit cakes. The question is, Alex sells all of the chocolate cakes. So all of the chocolate cakes sold means 24 sold. So they have, after that one, 3 by 4 of lemon, 7 by 8 of fruit cake. The profit he makes on each cake he sells is shown in the table. Type of chocolate, profit for each cake. So chocolate this much, lemon this much, fruit this much. Work out the total profit that Alex makes from the cakes he sells. Now these cakes, like 24 all are sold, so this will be multiplied by 24 for the profit calculation, and 24 multiplied by 2 will be 48, so it will be 48 pounds. Now 3 by 4 of these 16 are sold, so we can calculate 3 over 4 of 16, and this will be equal to 4 4s are 16, and this will be 12. So 12 lemon cakes are sold, so multiply by 12, and this will be equal to 12 multiplied by 1.70, and this is equal to 20.4. So 20.4 pounds are sold, pounds are earned profit. And then they are saying 40 out of 40, 7 by 8. So 7 by 8 of 40 will be equal to 5, 5, 8 5s are 40, so this will be 5 7s are 35. So it means 35 fruit cakes were sold. So this will be multiplied by 35, and this will be equal to 35 multiplied by 2.40, and this will be equal to 84. So this will be 84 pounds. And now we can check for the total profit, and total profit will be equal to 48 plus 20.4 plus 84, and this will be equal to 84 is already there, plus 20.4 plus 48, and this will give us 152.4, and answer they are asking for, they are not giving instruction for answer, so we'll provide 152.4 pounds. 152.4 pounds will be our final answer for this question. Now question number 11. Question 11 says the frequency table given gives information about the ages of 80 people in the train carriage. So these are ages, these are frequencies, they have provided ranges, and these are the frequencies. So what we have to do, a part, complete the frequency table, cumulative frequency table basically. So this is cumulative frequency, these are ages. So for first one we'll have to check from this table. This is 9, so this will be 9. 9 plus 19 will be what? 9 plus 19 will be equal to 28, so our value will be 28 over here. Then 28 plus 17 will give us 45. Then 45 plus 18, 45 plus 18 will be equal to 63. Then 63 plus 13, So 63 plus 13 will be equal to 76, and 76 plus 4 will be 80. These will be the values of cumulative frequency table. We are done. It's one more question. Now the next part is what we have to draw. On the grid, draw the cumulative frequency graph of your table. So what we will be doing, first value is what? First value is uh, up to 20, it's 9, so we can take point 0.9, and 9 will be up to 20, so this will be the 9 value. Now the up to 30 is 28, so up to 30 is 28, so 28 will be this point. And then 40 is 45, so for 40 it's 45, and 45 is over here. And then 50 is 63, so 50 is 63, and 61 to 3 this point. Then comes 50 is 63, 60 is 76, 60 is 76, and 76 is this point. And for the last one, 70 is 80, for 70 is 80 is this mark. Now we have marked these points, and we can draw the curve also. Cumulative frequency curve we have to draw, and for that one we will try to draw a smoother curve like this one, and over here, and passing through this point as well. We can redraw over here, and then it's passing through this point, and this one we can redraw like this one, passing through over here. So we have tried our best to draw a smoother curve. You cannot use scale, you cannot draw straight lines, and you have to be accurate, and it should be smoother curve, it should not be zigzag curve. So what I have done, I have basically drawn this curve, these dots, these points on a graph by the help of a website. So the thing is that you will have to practice this, although you will not be having facility of using graphical calculator or using any website in exam, but this is very nice practice for your understanding, and you should use some website. There are so many websites on the net you can use for that one. So I have inserted those values, these values I have inserted, and I got this curve also. And this curve now you can draw, like as we have drawn these curves, you can see that this is also almost the similar type of curve which we have drawn. So this is a nice practice if you will be doing, but keep in mind you are not having facility of graphical calculator or using website during exam. Now the next C part, they're saying use your graph to find an estimate for the median age of people in the train carriage. Median will be middle value will be 40th percentile, so we will check not 50th percentile, which is in this case 40. We can basically find also how we are finding 50% of 80, which is equal to 40, and this value we will be checking the reference from this point, and the x side, x value also, which is over here, and this value is like 36, 7, basically this is 37, So this is within the range. Answers to these type of graph questions are always a range, but that is there is a limit of accuracy also. So try to draw as accurate as possible all the graph questions. Now this one, question number 12. Question number 12, solve the simultaneous equation. These two equations are provided and we have to equalize the coefficient, and I will be equalizing coefficient by multiplying this by 5 and multiplying the second equation by 2, and our new equations will be 35x plus 10y is equal to 5.5. 5.5 multiplied by 5 will be equal to 27.5, so 27.5. And the second equation will be 2 into 3 will be 6, so 6x minus this will be 10y is equal to 34. And now we can add them. This will be cancelled, and 35 plus 6 will be 41. 41x is equal to, this will be 27.5 plus 34 is equal to 61.5. So x will be equal to 61.5 divided by 41, which is equal to, this will be divided by 41, and this is equal to 1.5. So 1.5 will be the x value which we can provide over here. Now we can find the y value. For y value we can use any of the equations, and I'm using the second equation, which is 3 and 1.5 minus 5, y is equal to 17. So 5y is equal to 3 into 1.5 minus 17, and this will be equal to, we can multiply 3 into 1.5 and minus 17 will be equal to minus 12.5, and this will be divided by 5 to get rid of this one, 5 coefficient of y, and this will be divided by 5, and we will get answer minus 2.5. Minus 2.5, this will be our y value, which we can provide over here, minus 2.5. Question number 13. The curve C has equation, this one, find the derivative. Basically we have to find the derivative. So dy over dx will be equal to 5, and this part 3 we will pull first, and x raised power 3 minus 1, and minus 2 will be pulled first, so x raised power 2 minus 1, and then minus 6, and derivative of x will be 1, plus derivative of constant will be 0. So this will be equal to 5x squared minus 2x minus 6. This will be the derivative which we can write over the proper place. This one will be the final answer. Now there are 2 points on the curve C at which the gradient of the curve is 2. Find the x coordinate of each of these 2 points. Show clear algebraic working also. So now we have to solve this quadratic equation which we got 15x squared in part A. 15x squared minus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0, and for this one what we can do, we can check for the mode 5 3, and coefficient of x squared is 15, coefficient of x is minus 2, and minus 6 is the constant value. So these are decimal values. So what we can do, we can take basically, so 15 x square, this will be, they are saying gradient of the curve is 2, not 0, so we'll replace this as 2. So, and now we will rewrite the equation, 15x square minus 2x, this will be minus 8 is equal to 0, and this will be 15 will be coefficient of x square, and minus 2 will be coefficient of x, and minus 8 will be the constant, and this will be giving us 4 over 5, and the second value will be minus 2 over 3. And because this is like 4-mark question, so we cannot write direct answer, we have to show the working. So what we will do, we'll change sign of these values and utilize them. This is 2 by 3, so I will write 3x plus 2 by the help of this 2 by 3, and by the help of this one I'll write 5x minus 4 and equal to 0. And intermediate step I will write this one 3x and multiply by this 5x minus 4 and then plus 2, and this value, which is 5x minus 4, is equal to 0, and this extra lining I will remove, and these values also I removing, because this is for your explanation. Now we can write 3x plus 2 is equal to 0, or 5x minus 4 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to minus 2 by 3, and this implies x is equal to 4 by 5, 4 over 5, and answer will be minus 2 by 3 and 4 over 5. These will be the two answers which we can provide. Now question number 14, they're saying expand this. So we'll have to multiply the first two terms. So 4x into x will be 4x squared, and 4x multiplied by minus 3 will be minus 12x. 1 multiplied by x will be plus x, and 1 multiplied by minus 3 will be minus 3. Now this one, and the third term we can write as it is, 5x plus 6. Now we will add the like terms for this one. So 4x squared minus 11x minus 3, and the second will be 5x plus 6. Now we can multiply again. So 4 into 5 will be 20, x squared into x will be x cubed. 4x squared multiplied by 6 will be equal to plus 24x squared. Then minus 11 multiplied by 5 will be minus 55 and x squared, and minus 11x multiplied by plus 6 will be minus 66x, and minus 3 multiplied by 5x will be equal to minus 15x, and minus 3 multiplied by 6 will be minus 18. And this one, now we can add the like terms, 20x cubed as it is, and this we can simplify. 25 24 minus 55 will give us minus 31, so minus 31 x squared, and minus 66 and minus 15 is equal to minus 81 x and minus 18, and this will be the answer which we can write over here to 20 x cubed minus 31x squared minus 81x and minus 18 is the final answer. Now question number 15, diagram is provided which is not to scale, and they are saying B, D, E, F are points on the circle, so it's cyclic quadrilateral. So ABC is the tangent to the circle at B, and angles are provided. EDF is 40, this one is 40, and angle BFC is 70, this angle is 70. Prove that the tangent ABC is parallel to EF. Give reasons at each stage. So we have to give the reason, as well as we have to prove that they are parallel to each other. So for that one, what we can do, we can write this one, this angle. If I use the different colors, so this angle BDF, so we can write angle BDF. Angle BDF will be equal to CBF, angle CBF, and which is equal to 70 degrees, and so this angle is 70 degrees. and the reason we will write alternate segment theorem. Alternate segment theorem. Now, for the next step, we know that this angle, which is basically starting from this to this one, which is BDE. BDE is opposite to this angle EFB. So this will be equal to, basically they will add up to 180 degree. So opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degree. So angle BFE. So I will write angle BFE is equal to 70 degree, and the reason will be opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degree. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degree. Now, if we consider this one, this angle, this one, this is what? This is 70 degree, which we have proved, and this angle, basically this one, this angle is also 70 degree. So they are alternating angles. So we can write angle EFB is angle BFE. BFE, which we have written, BFE, and angle FBC is equal to 70 degree. FBC is also 70 degree, and we will write alternate angles. So this is sufficient reason for this one. So hence ABC is a line, we can say tangent ABC, or we can say AC is parallel to EF. So parallel to EF, and EF is this one. So this is done. We are done with this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 16. Question number 16 says the function f and g are defined. These are the functions. Write down the value of x that must be excluded from any domain of g. So for that one, we will be checking the denominator of g, and denominator of g should not be 0, otherwise it will be indeterminate form. So this will be x, this implies x is equal to -4, so this value should not be there. So we can write x should not be equal to, so x should not be equal to -4. This is our answer. And then find g of f of 2 minus 6. So f of 2.6, basically 2.6 we can write as from here. So we can write 5 into 2.6 minus 7, and this will be -7 over here, and this will be equal to what? This will be 5 into 2.6 and -7, and this will give us 6. So this is equal to 6. Now we can find g of f of 2.6, and this will be equal to uh, g of 6. We can replace value of f of 2 minus 6, which is 6. So we have written this one. So we will utilize this. So it will be 5 into 6 divided by 6 plus 4, and this will be equal to 30 divided by 10, which is equal to 3. So answer will be 3. Hopefully you understood this. This is 2 marks question. Then they are saying solve f of g of x is equal to 2. So g of x is what? G of x is given, which is 5 over x, 5x over x plus 4. This is our g of x. Now f of g of x, we will find f of g of x, which will be equal to f of g of x value I'm putting, so 5x over x plus 4, and this will be equal to, in f of x we will use this f of x, 5x minus, so 5x minus 7, so 5x value will be putting 5x over x plus 4 and minus 7. And further what we can do, we know that this is given that it is equal to 2, so we will replace this equal to 2, and this one we can simplify. To simplify this, we can we can shift 5 to other side. Basically 7 first, we can shift 7 to other side, so it will be 5 into 5x over x plus 4 is equal to, this will be 2 plus 7 will be 9, and this will be what, 5. We can even multiply this, so it will be 25x over x plus 4 is equal to 9. And now we can basically cross multiply, so 25x is equal to 9x plus 36, so 25x minus 9x will be equal to 36. This will be 16x is equal to 36, so x is equal to 36 over 16, and 36 over 16 will give us 2.25. So 2.25 will be the final answer. This is 3 mark question. There was a little lesser space, but I have tried to accommodate within the space. Now question D part, same question. D part, express the inverse function G inverse in the form G inverse of this one. So why we have given, basically G value is given, function G is 5x over x plus 4, so 5x over x plus 4, and now we have to make x as subject, so cross multiply xy plus 4y is equal to 5x. Now x, we can shift this 5x to the other side, so it will be xy minus 5x. Basically we can shift xy to other side, so that will be easier. So this xy we are shifting to other side, so this will be what, this will be equal to 4y is equal to 5x minus xy, and now 4y is equal to x, we can take common, it will be 5 minus y, and x is equal to 4y over 5 minus y. And now we can swap x and y, so y is equal to 4x over 5 minus x, and we can rewrite it as G inverse of x, such that this will be x will be 4x over 5 minus x, and 4x over 5 minus x, this will be final answer. This is 3 mark question. Now question number 17. The diagram shows a prism with horizontal base. Diagram is not accurately drawn. The base of the prism is a square of side 12 centimeters. The trapezium is a cross section of prism where AF and DE are vertical edges. DE is equal to CH, which is equal to 10. So DE, and so this is 10. AD and BC are 15. So this is 15. Work out the size of the angle between CF and the base. So CF and the base, give your answer correct to one decimal place. So first of all, we have to identify where is the CF and the base. CF and the base. So if we draw CF will be this one, CF, and the base. With the base angle, we have to draw this line also. So this line will be the diagonal of the base, and the target angle is what? Target angle is this one, which is HFC or CFH. So this angle is basically required. Now what we will do, we will have to find FH so that we can go ahead to find the angle. So FH we can apply Pythagoras theorem because this is the right angle triangle. We are applying Pythagoras theorem on this triangle. I will shade for you. We are applying Pythagoras theorem on this triangle. So I will write in triangle EFH. um, FH will be equal to FH squared will be equal to 12 squared plus 12 squared under root, and this will be equal to square root of 12 squared plus 12 squared, and this will be equal to 12 under root 2. 12 under root 2. So we got this length, this one, as 12 under root 2. Now we will be considering the triangle, which is basically, we can consider this triangle, this one, this shaded triangle, brown shaded triangle, which I have currently shaded. Now CFH, so we can write in triangle CFH. We will take opposite over adjacent, so this will be tan theta. So we can write tan theta is equal to 10 over 12 under root 2, and this implies theta is equal to tan inverse of 10 over 12 under root 2, and this is equal to shift tan of 10 over 12 under root 2, and this will be equal to 30.50, 30.50, and next numbers also 8, 9 I'm writing for your understanding, and they're saying one decimal place. See this one at the answer, they're saying one decimal place, so no need of this 0. We will write only 30.5 degrees. Hopefully you understood this. Now the next thing they're saying, work out the length of BE. Give your answer correct to one decimal place. So BE is required. Now we will have to understand where is BE, and for BE we will be drawing BE. We can join E with B, and this is basically the line. I'm just thickening this line so that you can understand. So this is the line which is required. This BE is required, length of this line is required. So we will consider the triangle. I will join E with G. So E with G will be this one, and I will again thicken the line. So the triangle which we are now considering is basically this triangle. This triangle we will be considering, and for this one we have GE value, which is also the diagonal basically. So what we can do, we can find this basically. First of all, 15 is provided. So what we will do, we need the length of BG, height basically. BG is different than CH, so we will join this uh, 15 scale. So what we will do, we can join this line with this one, and this smaller triangle we can shade this. So this triangle which is over here, this is the height of this triangle is additional. So this height, which is this height, which is additional from this section, this height we will be checking, and this height is x. We have supposed this as x, and this x we will find this value. This will be 15 um, over this is 10 centimeters. So height of this one will also be 10 centimeters. So we can consider this length is 12, so this is also 12. So this portion is 12. So we can consider this triangle. So we can take this point as P. So BCP, in triangle BCP we can write in triangle BCP, um, PC over this, basically we don't require angle, so we will find BP, which is by Pythagoras theorem. So we can write 15 square will be equal to square of other two sides. I'm applying Pythagoras theorem. So 15 square will be equal to x squared plus 12 squared, and x value we can find. So x squared will be equal to 15 squared minus 12 squared, and x will be equal to 15 squared minus 12 squared under root, and this one we can calculate square root of 15 square minus 12 squared, and this will be equal to 9. So x value, which is this one, we found as 9. So this basically BP is additional length, which is 9. So total length of BG is 10 plus 9. So we can write BG is equal to 10 um, uh, 10 plus 9. So now BG we can write BG. Yes, BG is equal to BP plus PG, which is equal to 9 plus 10, which is equal to 19 centimeters. So we got 19. Now we can apply in triangle BGP, we can apply Pythagoras theorem, because we have one side, so which BE square, which is we can write BE squared will be equal to 19 squared plus 12 under root 2 squared, and this will be basically BE value will be equal to 19 squared plus 12 under root 2 squared and whole under root. And now we can use calculator for this one. So square root of 19 squared plus, in brackets it will be 12 root of 2 and this will be squared, and this is equal to 649 under root, which will be 25.475, 25.475, which we can round to one decimal place as 25.5. So 25.5 will be final answer for this question. Question number 18. In an arithmetic series, the sixth term is 39. The same arithmetic series, the 19th term is 7.8. Work out the sum of the first 25 terms of the arithmetic series. So we can write the sixth term. We know un is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So 39th term will be equal to basically sixth term will be equal to 39. So a plus 6 minus 1 and value will be 6 and d. And for the second one, which is 19th term, which is 7.8, so we can write 7.8 is equal to a plus 19 minus 1 into d. So this will be simplified to 7.8 is equal to a plus 18d. This will be one equation, and the second equation will be 39 is equal to a plus 5d basically. So this will be 5d. Now we can simplify simultaneous equation we can solve. So this equation I'm copying over here, a plus 18d, and subtract, change sign, this will be cancelled, and d will be what? Minus 13d will be equal to 39 minus 7.8, and this will be equal to 31.2. So d will be equal to 31.2 divided by minus 13. So this will be divided by minus 13 is equal to minus 2.4. So d value will be equal to minus 2.4. So this is our d value. Now we can find a value by replacing this d value in any of these two equations. So I'm replacing in this equation. 7.8 is equal to a plus 18 into d is 2.4. So 7.8 will be equal to a plus 18. It's basically minus 2.4. So minus 2.4 will be multiplied by 18, and this will be equal to minus 43.2. So this will be minus 43.2. So a will be equal to 7.8 plus 43.2. So 7.8 plus 43.2 will be equal to 51. So a is equal to 51. So we got a and d values. Now we can apply some formula. Some formula is what? Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and values we will replace in this one. So n value we need is 25th term basically. So n value will be 25 over 2 into 2. A value is 51, and plus n value will be 25 minus 1, and d value is minus 2.4, and bracket close. So this will be, we can write down in calculator 25 over 2, and this will be multiplied by 2 into 51, plus this will be in bracket 25 minus 1, bracket close, and then minus 2.4 and bracket close. This will be 555. So sum will is 555. which we can mention over here. This is the final answer. Now we can move to question number 19. Question number 19 says the diagram show rectangle with rectangle. These are the two rectangles cut out to form the shaded region. Diagram is not accurately drawn. Measurements are provided, but these are all up to one decimal place. They basically corrected to one decimal place. So 7.2, 6.2, and 5.3. Work out the upper bound of the area of the shaded region. Upper bound of the shaded region will be, basically we require for upper bound of shaded region. First of all, we will write the measurements. AD is given 8.3. So 8.3. Upper bound of shaded region will be, we require upper bound of this bigger rectangle. If I'll explain, so one rectangle is this one, for which one we require bigger size, and we require smaller size of this internal rectangle, so that shaded area we will get maximum. So for that one we will be taking upper bound of AD. Upper bound of AD will be what? 8.35. And similarly upper bound of DC will be 7.25. And now we will require lower bound of the internal white portion, which is EH is 6.2. So lower bound of 6.2 will be 6.15, and the other portion, which is HG, is 5.3. So lower bound of 5.3 will be 5.25. Now we have calculated this. So area of the outer rectangle will be what? Now we can write shaded area. Shaded area will be equal to uh, outer rectangle. Area of outer rectangle will be what? It will be 8.35 multiplied by 7.25, and this will be the area of outer rectangle minus area of inner rectangle, which is 6.15 multiplied by 5.25. So this is how you will have to check for the requirement of lower bound or upper bound, which value you will be taking. So this will be giving us 8.35 multiplied by 7.25, and minus this will be 6.15 multiplied by 5.25, and this will be equal to 28.25, and measurements are all in centimeters, so area will be centimeters square. This will be the final answer, which we can write here. 28.25 centimeters square. Units are already mentioned. Now question number 20. Question 20 says a curve has equation y is equal to f of x. There is only one maximum point to the curve. So it is like a quadratic equation, and quadratic graph which is opening downward, because this is a maximum point. The coordinates of this maximum point are 3 and 4, minus 3 and 4. Write down the coordinates of the maximum point on the curve with equation. This one, this is basically transformation question. So whenever this type of transformation f of x minus something is shifting the curve downward. So for your explanation, I have inserted this graph like over here. If you see, this is f of x. This one black color, this curve is f of x, which is having maximum point as minus 3 and 4. So this is having coordinates minus 3 and 4, and this will be moved 6 units down. So because minus 6, so how we will be moving 6 units down? This will go down 6 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 units, and new this location will be -3 and -2. So this point is having coordinates -3 and -2. This will be the new coordinates which we can write over here, and this graph I have inserted for your explanation. So I'm just removing this graph, so we can move this graph. So this will be moved over here, and next is basically the coordinates are -3 and -2. I've explained you how we got this -3 and -2. This is basically a 1 mark question, so the explanation which I have given is for your understanding. They require just the point. Now for this transformation, for second part, you will have to stretch the curve. Basically for that one also I have copied a graph, so for your understanding better to plot the graphs on different websites. Different very nice websites are available on which you can practice your graphing skills. So this one is y is equal to f of x, and if we draw that curve, this will be having this black color is the original graph which we have drawn, and it is having points like -3 and 4, and if we shift this one by 2x transformation, so it will be you can see new location is -1.5 and 4, and we can mention over here -1.5 and 4 because this will be a stretch, vertical stretch. So this red color graph is vertically stretched by this factor, which is like x value is reducing, whereas y value will remain as it is. Hopefully you understood this. So we are dividing, like for example -3 will be multiplied by whatever here, in this case this is 2, so this will be multiplied by 1 by 2, and we will get -3 by 2, which is equal to -1.5, and this is how we got this -1.5. Hopefully you understood this also. Now we can move to the next question, which is question number 21. Given that m is equal to this, find the value of n for which m is equal to 2. This is basically 5 mark question. It looks very complicated, but it's very easy if you understand the trick. So it's very easy. So how we will be solving this? What we will do, we will switch this one. Everything will be switching to 2 raised for something or 3 raised for something. So 18 we can rewrite it as, like for example we can rewrite 18 raised to the power 4. We can is this one, but what we will do, we can write it as 2 raised to the power 4n, 2 raised to the power, okay, for your understanding, what we will do, 18 we can write as 2 into 9, and this will, if it 18 raised by 4n, we can write 2 raised by 4n and 3 raised by 4n, and similarly we can further change 9 as 3 squared and 4n, and we can write 2 raised by 4n into 3 raised by 8n. So this is what I will write for 18 raised to the power 4n. I will write 2 raised to the power 4n into 3 raised to the power 8n. So I will write over here. So m is equal to, instead of writing this 18 raised to the power 4n, I'm writing 2 raised to the power 4n into 3 raised to the power 8n. And similarly, this one, 2 raised to the power 3, and this I will write 2 raised to the power 3n squared and multiply by 2 raised to the power 3 into 6 will be 18, so minus 18. And similarly, this one, 3 raised to the power 2, I will multiply inside, so 3 raised to the power 2 into 3 raised to the power minus 8. And so powers I have separated, and this one, denominator 12 raised to the power 2, we can write as 2 into 3 and 2 raised to the power 2 and 3 raised to the power 3, basically 2 raised to the power 4. So this will be what? We can write 4 into 3. 12 can be written as 4 into 3 whole raised to 2. And this one we can write 2 raised to 2. 4 we can write 2 raised to 2 into 3 whole raised to 2. And this can be written as 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 2. So this is what I'm writing as denominator, 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 2. And this is all explanation which I have provided for you, so that you can understand directly. You can write this step which I have written. And now next step will be what? Next step, we know this is equal to, it is provided as 2, so we'll write this as equal to 2. Now we will shift this numerator also, denominator as numerator. So we will get 2 raised to 4n, and there is another, this one, whatever 2 raised to the power, this one is 2 raised to power 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power, and this 2 raised to power, these 4 we will write over here. So 2 raised to 4n, and this will be plus 3n squared and minus 18n, and this denominator which is over here 2 raised to 4, we can write as minus 4 because it will be shifted to numerator, so it will minus power. And now 3 raised to the power, remaining are 3 raised to power, 3 raised to the powers are these 4 terms, and we can write those 4 terms as 8n plus 2, this one, and minus 8n, and this denominator we can write as minus 2, and this is equal to this one too, so we will write here 2. Hopefully you understood this step as well. So I will separate the working. So this will be, we can cancel this 8n with minus 8n and 2 with minus 2. So this will become 2 raised to the power, I will arrange them adding like terms, so 3n squared minus 14n minus 4 and multiply by 3 raised to the power 0 is equal to 2, and 3 raised to power 0 you know is 1, so this one we can leave it. So 2 raised to the power 3n squared minus 14n and minus 4, and this is equal to 2 raised to the power 1 we can write. Now we can compare the coefficient, so we can write 3n squared minus 14 and minus 4 is equal to 1, and we can rewrite 3n squared minus 14 and minus 5 is equal to 0, and this is the quadratic equation which we can solve. Coefficient of n square is 3, coefficient of n is minus 14, and constant value is minus 5. It is giving us 5 and minus 1 by 3. So we can write as n minus 5 and 3n plus 1, so equal to 0. So this implies n is equal to 5 and n is equal to minus 1 by 3. Now, these are basically the final answers we can provide as this one. These are our final answers. So you can see this is a little complicated at earlier stage, but if you understand this working which I have explained, you can easily write the first main step and then we can simplify and reach to the quadratic equation and find the solution of the quadratic equation. Now question number 22, the diagram shows a regular octagon and diagram is not accurately drawn. Each side of the octagon has length 10 centimeter. Find the area of the shaded region. Give your answer correct to nearest centimeter. So what we will do, we will try to split this one into shapes so that we can clearly find the area. First of all, we can split into two shapes. So one is rectangle, other one is triangle. For that one, now for rectangle, we have this side which is 10 centimeter, but we don't have the length we can also identify and calculate, and if we draw a line like this one and another line like this one, so we will get basically two triangles. Now this is right angle triangle. We can find basically, we can find this side which is starting from here till here. If we find this length will also be same, and this side is 10 centimeter, so this will be 10 centimeter. We will find the two unknown sides, so I'm considering basically this triangle, and in this triangle this side is 10, and what else we can find, basically we can take these two angles also. Basically this angle is 45 degree, this angle is 45 degrees. Why? Because these two sides are equal, so their opposite angles will be equal. So one angle is 90, other two angles will be 45 45. So in this triangle we can consider as like this one is P, so EP over in triangle EFP, so we can write in triangle EP and F, and PEP over EF will be equal to cos of 45 degree, and we can calculate this one. EP is basically our target to find, and EF is 10, so 10 cos of 45 degrees, and this will be equal to, we can find this one, 10 cos of 45 degree will be equal to 5 under root 2. So we got these two values. This will be 5 under root 2 and this will also be 5 under root 2. So total length of HE length will be equal to, HE will be equal to 5 under root 2 plus 10 plus 5 under root 2. This will be the length, and area of rectangle AHED or ADEH, area of a rectangle AHED will be equal to HE multiplied by 10, which is equal to 5 under root 2 plus 10 plus 5 under root 2, and this will be multiplied by 10, and this will be equal to what? This will be in brackets 5 under root 2 and plus 10 and plus 5 root 2, and this will be multiplied by 10, and this is equal to, we have to put multiplication sign, and this is 241 point 241.421 3562. So this is area of rectangle which we found. Now area of this one, we can find area. We know this height, basically this height we have calculated. This height is same as this one, so this is 5 under root 2, and this length, AD length, also we have calculated. So area of triangle, area of triangle, and triangle will be what? ACD. ACD will be equal to half into AC is AD into height. AD into height, and this will be 1 by 2 into AD is this one, 5 under root 2 plus 10 plus 5 under root 2, and multiply, this will be, this is basically length, and multiply by 5 under root 2, which is height. So multiply by 5 under root 2, and we can calculate this. So this will be the area of triangle. So we have this already written, but we will have to change this with the multiplication 5 root 2, and this will give us 170. Basically we have not divided, so we have to divide this by 2. Divided by 2 will be equal to 85 point. Basically I will recalculate this, and so that everything should be fine. So 1 over 2, and this will be multiplied by 5 root 2 and plus 5 root 2 and plus 10. 10 will be this one, and multiply by 5 root 2, and this will be equal to 50 plus 25 under root 2. So 50 plus 25 under root 2. This is area of the triangle. Now total shaded area will be area of triangle plus area of rectangle. So we can write shaded area will be equal to 50 plus 25 under root 2 plus area of rectangle, which is this one. So 241.421 35 and 62, and this will be equal to, in this one we will be adding 241.421 3562, and this will be giving us 326.7766953, and approximately equal to 327. This will be our final answer, because they are saying to the nearest centimeter square. So this will be centimeter square will be the answer, and we are done with this question. Answer we can write over here. This will be 327 centimeter square. Now question number 23. Question 23 says, in a bag there are only 3 blue beads, 4 white beads, and X orange beads. Jane is going to take at random 2 beads from the bag. The probability that Jane will take 2 beads of the same color is 3 by 8. Find the total number of beads in the bag. Show clear algebraic working. Now we can say, if we add these beads, this will be what? This will be 3 plus 4 plus X, and this will be equal to x plus 7 or 7 plus x. So this will be the total number of beads, and we have to find the value of x. Now from this given information, randomly two beads from the bag, so of the same color can be, for example, it can be both blue. So if they are both blue, then it first will be 3 over x plus 7, and next will be 1 less, so 2 over x plus 6. So this will be the probability for both blue, and for both white it will be 4, because there are 4 white over x plus 7, which is total, and for the second it will be 3 over x plus 6 with 1 less, and for both orange it will be x over x plus 7, and the second one will be 1 less, so x minus 1 over x plus 6, and this one is given as equal to 3 over 8, and this is what we have to solve algebraically and find the value of x. So what we will do, we will multiply 3 into 6 over x plus 7 into x plus 6, and similarly plus this will be 12 over x plus 7 into x plus 6, and plus x into x minus 1 over x plus 7 into x plus 6, and this is equal to 3 over 8. Now we can, because denominators are all equal, so we can write under one denominator. So 6 plus 12 plus x into x minus 1 over x plus 7 into x plus 6 is equal to 3 over 8. Now we can open this one. This will be 18 plus x squared minus x, and we can cross multiply as well, so this will be multiplied by 8, and this will be equal to 3 into x plus 7 into x plus 6. Now we can multiply inside, so 18 multiplied by 8 will be equal to 144 plus 8x squared minus 8x is equal to 3x plus 7, not 7, 3x plus 21, and this will be multiplied by x plus 6. Now we can rearrange this side, 8x squared minus 8x and plus 144 will be equal to, now we can multiply this 3x with the x will be 3x squared, and plus 3x multiplied by 6 will be 18x, and 21 multiplied by x will be plus 21x, and 21 plus 6 will be what? 21 multiplied by 6 will be equal to 126. Now we can shift these terms to the other side, and this will give us 8x squared minus 8x plus 144 minus 3x squared minus 18x minus 21x and minus 126 is equal to 0. Now adding the like terms, we will get the quadratic equation. So 8x squared and 8x squared minus 3x squared, we will get 5x squared, and now x terms are, these are the x terms which we can simplify, and x terms are minus 8, minus 18 and minus 21, and this is equal to minus 47, so minus 47x, and now we can simplify the constant terms, and constant terms are 144 and minus 126 is equal to 18, so plus 18 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation which we can solve, mode 5 3, and coefficient of x square is 5, so 5, and coefficient of x is minus 47, and constant is 18, and we will get 9 and 2 by 5, so x is equal to 9 and x is equal to 2 over 5. Now what we can do, we can check over here. See, 2 by 5 means what? 2 over 5 mean 2 divided by 5 means 0.4. So which is illogical, because 3 and 4 and x, they cannot, these three cannot add up to 0.4 bead. So we will reject this fraction, this one we will reject, and we will accept this answer x, and this x value we will replace in x plus 7, and we will get what? X plus 7 is equal to 9 plus 7, which is equal to 16. So our answer will be 16. So we are basically done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and don't forget to press bell icon if you want this type of video in future as well. Also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. I'm sure you will like the video and subscribe the channel as well. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.